two-button crew.
Your daily Nintendos of Mega Mandom.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Simeon.
I'm feeling very manly today.
Yeah, I am too. Kind
Good.
of. I'm not feeling mighty though.
Oh, really?
Well, we'll
sorry.
talk about it. We're reviewing Mighty Number 9 today. I'm going to confess this right away. I haven't completed the game yet. I haven't had enough time with it.
You know, that happens with a lot of reviews, Simeon. Don't feel bad. Don't beat yourself up.
You know what I think is kind of poopy about this, though? Is that backers didn't get this game early.
Yeah.
That's kind of poopy.
In fact, you could say they got it late.
Yes, very late. It finally came out, and we got a game.
They didn't promise you early, did they?
No.
All right. That's good.
No, they didn't.
It's good
But
to.
they promised us on time.
It's good to under-promise and over-deliver. And I think Mighty Number 9 may have done the opposite of both of those.
Yes, both. Those dose.
So, did you enjoy it? I'm getting a no feeling.
Well, like I said, I haven't completed it yet.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some things I don't like, some things that are, can go either way, and actually some things that I do like.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll start with the negative, because that's, I think, what's going to be the most obvious. Well, obviously it's late, and it's getting bad reviews. So I can say that I'm disappointed as a backer that they really did drop the ball on this. For cons, the graphics are terrible. Although they make the pizza explosion joke. That's so true. I saw a picture yesterday of the picture of one of the characters' faces, because it's all blocky and terrible looking, and it says underneath it, $4 million. And I'm like, that is exactly what I feel about this project. It looks really terrible. Like, I really wish that it could have looked better. It looks like a PlayStation 2 game.
Mm-hmm.
With $4 million, they should have done a lot better, and with how much that time they had.
Yeah.
Voice acting is in this game, and they hired voice actors, and actually some pretty well-known ones, if I'm correct. And the voice acting is really bad. Okay? I don't know if it's particularly the voice acting, the voice actors, or the writing, or the way it's done. There's a story in this game. It's stupid. It bores me.
Yeah.
And there's loading screens that are so long. Every time you die, there's a loading screen.
Oh.
And it's like, you want to play the game, and then you die, and 30 seconds later, okay, let's go back into playing this. So, it's another one of those...
Is it a check your phone duration of a loading screen?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The human brain goes at most about 10 seconds of waiting before feeling the urge to multitask. So,
Yes.
We're talking over 10 seconds most likely.
Yeah, or roundabouts that range, just about 10 seconds. So, it's just bad. It's frustrating because there's stuff that's good, and they just pile all this stuff that's like, don't play the game. Okay, here you can start playing. Wait, stop. We gotta have a cutscene. We gotta put text in front of the screen where you're gonna fall down and die, which has happened to me in this game.
Oh no.
And frame rate issues.
Really?
Yeah, with the crappy graphics, I have died because of lag. Okay? Also, another thing that I didn't know, and I don't know if this is an issue that they were taking care of, or I only had this issue once, I had to be connected to the internet to start it up the second time I played it.
Yeah. Really?
Yes, really. That's ridiculous. And
So that's like some custom DRM, right?
I guess, because it said, unable to connect to your internet settings. Because I was playing it at my brother's house. I took it to my brother's house because we wanted to play it there.
Yeah.
And I had to reconnect to his internet.
Okay.
Yeah, so, boo. Mixed bag. The controls are kind of good.
Okay.
But they're also kind of frustrating. The whole dashing into an enemy thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to tell. Sometimes you're like, oh, I shot this guy 4 times. I surely should be able to dash into him and suck him up. No.
Oh.
And
So
yeah.
with dashing in the air, does that make this game in general feel more like a Mega Man X game?
I would say very, very generally it does. Because I think we were really looking for another Mega Man game.
Right.
But I don't think that's necessarily what we got. I mean, there are definitely some elements there, but the connection is very loose. So it's a little bit more like Mega Man X, but that's not really saying a lot.
Okay.
The difficulty is, I would say mixed, because it is a very difficult game. That's why I haven't completed it yet. I've really only beaten 3 levels. And that is with me going through all except for one of the initial stages.
Wow.
Trying to beat them and dying. Sometimes because of frame rate issues, sometimes for really, really frustrating things that I just can't get past. So difficulty is good, but some of the reasons that you die, not so good. But the good thing is special abilities are cool, and the DLC character Ray, which is makes the game a lot more fun. It's like you play through with a short range shot as opposed to a long range shot, but all the time you're losing health, and you don't have to dash into enemies to suck them up. You can just kill them. So that's nice, but you have to do it fast, and it can be kind of frustrating.
So it's kind of like having Zero.
Yeah, kind of like a Zero mode where you're slowly dying.
Oh. So there was a kind of a mistranslation controversy where it sounded like Inafune said, well, the game's better than nothing, although that's not quite what he said.
What now? I did hear this now. What is it exactly that he said?
I still don't know.
Okay.
But I'm just wondering, do you think that it's better than nothing?
As just a gamer who would pick this up, let's say I don't know any of the backstory, you give me this game, I'm a fan of the Mega Man series, you tell me that it's kind of like Mega Man, I would say that definitely it is better than nothing.
Alright.
As a backer who backed this early on and waited it for so long and sees the final product, it's hard for me to say that.
Because you feel a little betrayed?
Yeah, I feel gypped. So maybe it is better than nothing, but I don't know.
Alright, will you back another Inafune project? Because Inafune is kind of chomping at the bit to do all these things. I think he's prematurely planning a movie and a sequel and a cartoon series, anime series, before the game was even received.
Yeah.
So, did you lose trust for him?
I did, and that's really sad for me to say, because I'm a fan of the guy's work, but I really don't think I would back another one of his projects. Sad to say. Especially not a movie or a TV show, because I think that that's just throwing my money away. Personally, but yeah, I don't think I would back another one of his projects.
Okay, how would you like to wrap this up?
I'll give it a score. It's been getting really bad scores. I think 6.5 is the highest score that I've seen it. And I think I'm going to give it a 6.
Alright.
Because it is a game. It's alright. It's not a bad game. It's just such a huge, whopping disappointment.
Wow.
That, gotta give it a 6 out of 5.
Well, I'm sorry,
Or
Simeon.
6 out of 5, 6 out of 10, sorry. 6 out of 5, people. No, 6 out of 10.
Sorry about that experience.
Oh, wow.
And I guess we could hope for a patch for things like lag and frame rate.
Yes.
Maybe we could revisit this game if something like that ever happens in the future.
That'd be great.
But for now, I guess we should just start like a Mega Man morning support group. Morning, you know?
Yes. Not in the morning.
Right.
That you wake up playing.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the crew.
Don't forget to don't give this video a thumbs down. Give this video a thumbs up, because a thumbs up for this video is a thumbs down for many other.
Ouch. Alright, we'll see you guys next time.
Signing out.